Thank you, Mr. President. Greetings, Southern Baptists. It's a delight and a privilege to be before you. When I stood before you 2 years ago, pretty much all I got to say is hello. My name is Jamie Dew, and I was venturing into this new responsibility. I had no idea what the last 2 years was going to have in store for myself and for all of my brothers up on the platform with all of the challenges that we have gone through. God has been faithful to us at every step of the way, and I'm grateful to God to tell you all about what's happened at NOBTS and Leavell College. Let me tell you what I've discovered. Let me tell you what we're doing, and then let me tell you about some of the challenges that we faced along the way. When I went down to New Orleans and moved our family down there, I discovered all sorts of beautiful, wonderful things about this calling and about this life. It is a life of deep joy and great meaning in doing this work for you and for the kingdom. I've discovered a people at New Orleans that are humble, that are gracious. These are a people that have no pretense. These are a people that do not seek platforms or names for themselves. These are people that simply love Jesus and delight in serving you. And I count it a great honor and privilege to be numbered with them and to walk with them, to be in the trenches with them every single day, doing the work that you put us there to do. I discovered a city that Southern Baptist, if I can just tell you, it is not what you think it is, or perhaps what you have thought that it is. Sure, it's got its challenges, it's got things that will get under your skin, it's got things that will push you, but it's got its charms as well. It's got its culture, it's got its richness. In the city of New Orleans, it throws everything at you. Tremendous brokenness, great opportunity, tremendous poverty, and great wealth. There are Baptists, there are Catholics, there are Buddhists, there are Muslims, there are Anglos, there are African Americans and Hispanics and Asians and everything in that place. And in our mind, we believe that it is the perfect laboratory for men and women to come to prepare for gospel ministry. In short, if you can do ministry in our city, then you can do ministry anywhere that God puts you. And so that's why we say, prepare here, serve anywhere. One of the other things I've discovered over these last 2 years I'm deeply grateful for. Every single Sunday and many times throughout the week, each week, I have the opportunity to be in different churches throughout our convention. Pastors who've invited me to come speak in your church in the last 2 years, thank you for opening your hearts to us and the doors to us. As I'm with pastors every single Sunday and multiple times throughout every week, here's what I've discovered. That there's really two different ways that you can look at the SBC. You can look at the SBC through your computer screen or on your phone. And if you look at it that way, you'll probably be like me, you'll despair. But when you have the opportunity to be with Southern Baptist and those pastors and work with them and see their ministries, what you find is at the end of the day, Southern Baptists are faithful people. They're humble people. They're servant people. And at the end of the day, they just love Jesus and they want to win the world for Christ. And brothers and sisters, we are honored to serve with you. When I look at that lens of the Southern Baptist Convention, despite whatever other problems we've got, despite whatever other difficulties we may face, I have hope because I see your work and I'm honored to join with you. Let me tell you not just what we've discovered, but let me tell you what we're doing at NOBTS and Leavell College. When I first got there, I spent the first 2 to 3 months just listening and learning and getting my head around all of the details of our institution. And after I did that, I sat down with our leadership team and we tried to draft a new mission statement for our institution. That is the blueprint for every single thing we do at NOBTS and Leavell College. It determines every class we teach, every program we offer, every dollar we raise, and every initiative we unfold. We ask 3 questions. What has NOBTS been good at in the past? What have we done in our history that we need to retain? Number 2, what are we well positioned to do today? Maybe better than anybody. And then number 3, who are we? What passion has God put in our heart to do? And as we had those discussions, we came up with this mission statement that determines everything we do now. NOBTS and Leavell College prepare servants to walk with Christ, proclaim His truth, and fulfill His mission. Those 4 principles drive everything. Brothers and sisters, if we are anything as Christians. We're supposed to be servants. We're supposed to be people that take up the towel and the basin and serve not just each other, but the broken of this world. And there in the darkest places, shine the light of Jesus Christ. And so that's who we want to train and cultivate. Devotion, second of all. The ministry we're called to is not just difficult, it is impossible. None of us have the power in ourselves to do it, and therefore we rely every single day on the fullness of the Spirit to guide us and to help us. And therefore, while we have our students, we want to shape them spiritually and help them become who God has called them to be. Proclamation, number 3. We have been known as a preacher school. We've been known as an evangelism school. Just let me give you some numbers. In the last year, our students have shared the gospel 11,313 times. They've led 1,187 people to faith in Christ. Since 2004, it gets better. Listen to this. Our students and faculty have shared the gospel 94,190 times that we know of, and they've led 9,203 people to faith in Jesus Christ. We have been and we are a school of proclamation. But then last of all, mission. Paul Chitwood reminds us that there are 155,000 people that die every day. They need 500 new missionaries every year to do their work. Kevin Ezell says that we need to plant 1,200 new churches every year. To that end, we've partnered with NAM to start a new church planting center in our city. And just this last week, we relaunched our Global Missions Center and hired Greg Mathias to come and lead that. It is time for NOBTS to stand up and give back to you and to the kingdom the very best that we can for you. Mr. President, I yield the rest of the time for any questions.
Any questions for Dr. Dew and New Orleans Baptist Seminary? There are no questions. You had a completely amazing, satisfactory report.